off the crossbar. Crystal left fielder down for a base hit.
Hunterdon Central is going to win the state finals here tonight.
Mark it on the board. Touchdown, Red Devils. On the deflection. On the deflection. Hunterdon Central.
And joining us for Red Devils pregame here on the HCTV live stream is Red Devils senior Devin Falvo. Devin, big one today. It's Phillipsburg. Probably, I guess we could say it's our biggest rival, but a team we've struggled with of late. What are we looking for in this game from the Red Devils?
I mean, you know, these past two games have been tough for us, but, you know, we had our game, we had our W's, and we know what we're capable of. It's kind of just about trusting each other and knowing what we can do and putting it on the field. It's just about having confidence in ourselves, and we know we can do it, and we're going to get the job done.
You know, you talk about confidence, Devin. Let's turn back the clock 3 weeks ago to that Elizabeth game. Such a big game for this team and for yourself. What was that like in that fourth quarter to make such a contribution? 2 interceptions, including the game sealer. That's like kind of dream stuff, right?
Yeah, no, it's huge, no doubt. I mean, it was a big game, but like it really showed us what we can do in the fourth quarter, and it showed us what we're capable of as a team, and we know we can get the job done against it. And that's not an easy opponent. That's not an easy game to win, especially in the fourth quarter like that. And we started off down by 7, so we know how to handle adversity, and that's what we're facing this week. So that's what it's all about.
Devin, you guys are certainly in the midst of a really tough schedule. You know, you had Bridgewater, you had Ridge, we've got Phillipsburg, and then Hillsboro's waiting after that. How has this team kind of developed as the season's gone on, in your opinion?
I think our senior leadership is a big part of it. I think it's our seniors been around the game for a really long time, and we've been playing these teams since we were young kids, so we know going into the games which games are obviously going to be our tougher opponents, our rivals, what we have to do against different teams. So it's kind of just about going in with the same mentality every week of we know what we can do. Yeah, different game plan, but same idea. We're coming in to win the game and play our hardest.
And Devin, lastly, you mentioned seniors. It's senior night. You know, we've come to that point of the year. How special is this time when parents are introduced and all your teammates who are, you know, the days are winding down here?
Yeah, I mean, it's big. It's senior night, and then homecoming, I think, is 2 weeks after it. It's that time of the year. You start to wind down, and you're like, wow, starting to come to an end. And you really start to kick it into a second gear at this point. You know, a lot of these guys have been playing for like 12 years plus, so now it's time to really show what we've put on display for 12 years of our life, and yeah.
And that was Red Devils senior Devin Falvo. Stay tuned for the Red Devils and the State Liners here on the HCTV live stream.
Next Red Devil senior is number 18, Luke Brewer. Luke is escorted by parent Kate and Kevin Brewer. Number 71, Chris Greenhop. Chris is Nora, brother Benjamin. Next, Red Devil Senior, number 32, Mike. Charlie Edward, Charlie Norwood. Next Red Devil Seniors, number 5, Devin Falvo. Devin is escorted by his mother, Anita Thick. Next Red Devil Senior is number 11, Trevor Fish. Trevor is escorted by his parents, Wayne and Laura Fish, sister Rachel, and grandparents, George and Sydney Fish. Next, Red Devil Seniors, number 19, Zachary Ghanem. Zachary is escorted by his parents, James and Sandy Ghanem. Next Red Devil Senior is number 80, Cole. In just a moment. Once again, next Red Devil Senior is number 80, Cole Gray. Cole is escorted by his parents, Bruce and Claudia Gray, brother Connor, and sister Katie. Next Red Devil Senior is number 64, Gavin Horn. Gavin is escorted by parents Jessica and Mark Horn and brother Dylan. Next Red Devil Seniors, number 32, Patrick Kazmarek. Patrick is escorted by his parents Igor and Jola, brother Victor and sister Maya.
You don't have tissue, sorry now.
Next Red Devils senior is number 14, Brian Collodi. Brian is escorted by his parents Paul and Ruth Collodi and sister Sarah Collodi. Next Red Devils senior is number 13, Jamal Kuhn Jr. Jamal is escorted by his mother, Kalia Ross, brother Jared, grandmother Josie Kuhn, and aunts Jazzy, Amanda, and Alexis Kuhn, and grandfather Michael. Next, Red Devil seniors number 40, Connor Lancaster. Connor is escorted by his parents Clay and Maria and brothers Clayton and Christopher. Next Red Devil senior up is number 72, Luis Mendez Vasante. Luis is escorted by his parents, Angel Mendez and Miriam Vicente. Next, Red Devil senior football player number 65, Ethan Quiroz. Ethan is escorted by his parents Izzy and Marisol Quiroz and brother Alan. Next Red Devil up is number 1, William Rodriguez Sosa. William is escorted by his parents Ravio Rodriguez and Maria Sosa. Ravio Rodriguez. Cool name. Next Red Devil up is number 55, Zachary Schultz. Zachary is escorted by his parents Kevin and Jessica Eichhorn. Next Red Devil up is number 8, Joey Valentino. Joey is escorted by his parents Anthony and Teresa Valentino and brother Frankie. And our last Red Devil senior football player is number 81, Marcelo Vargas Aboites. Marcelo is accompanied by his parents Fulgencio and Magdalena Vargas and brother Omar and sister Lizeth. Isabella Cupo. And ladies and gentlemen, those were your senior football players, and on to the Hunterdon Central cheerleaders for 2022-2023. First up is Isabella Cupo. Isabella is escorted by her parents Anthony and Tess Cupo and her sister Ava. Next Red Devil cheerleader up is Alyssa Donahue. Alyssa is escorted by her parents Tom and Renee Donahue. Next Red Devil cheerleader up is Noelle Farina. Noelle is escorted by her parents Rob and Jen Farina. Next Red Devil cheerleader is Cameron Kennedy. Cameron is escorted by her father Joe Kennedy and her brothers Joseph and Devin. Next Red Devil cheerleader, Jessica Knox. Jessica is escorted by her parents, Art and Lori Knox. Next Red Devil cheerleader is Felice Lefebvre. Felice is escorted by her parents, Dana and Spring Lefebvre. Your next Red Devil cheerleader, senior Lauren Langa. Lauren is accompanied by her parents, Doug and Beth Langa. Next Red Devil cheerleader is Kylie Munitz. Kylie is escorted by her parents Jason and Katya Munitz and her sister Skylar. Your next Red Devil senior cheerleader is Melanie Murillo. Melanie is escorted by her parents Marco and Melissa Murillo and her sister Michaela. Maio. Your next Red Devil cheerleader up is Sydney Shunk. Sydney is escorted by her parents Kathy and Todd Shunk. And finally, the last Red Devil cheerleader for Hunterdon Central is Fallon Shuskavchevich. Fallon is escorted by her parents Lauren and Andre and her brother Luca. That's Fallon Shuskavchevich. He's the last one. And now we go on to the Hunterdon Central dance team. Our senior members include senior Lindsay Brewster. Lindsay is escorted by Dawn and Mike Brewster. Next dance team member is Courtney Elder. Courtney is escorted by Melissa, Steve, and Carolyn Elder. Next Red Devil up, Central Dance Team member Lily McDonald. Lily is escorted by Karen and Andrew McDonald. Next Red Devil senior dance team member is Lizzie Troopy. Lizzie is accompanied by Karen and Anthony Troopy. And lastly, for your Hunterdon Central dance team for 2022 and 23 is Raina Tyler. Raina is accompanied by Debbie and Rick Tyler. One other senior dance team member not present this evening but is graduating is Justin Stillwagon. And ladies and gentlemen, those are your seniors from Hunterdon Central Regional High School for the class of 2022 and 23. How about a nice round of applause for our Hunterdon Central Regional High School seniors.
Welcome to HGTV here. I'm Tyler Rodriguez. To the left of me is Joe Whalen. Okay, so I'm going to send it right down to the field right now. Sorry for that bit of delay, but down to the field right now.
For coming in, always a big game for our program. What would a win tonight mean for these guys?
Obviously, a win is a big one for us. You know, I think it punches us into the playoffs. We know that Phillipsburg's a great football team. They're tough. They're undefeated. I know we can compete with them. I expect us to. We had a great week of football, and there's nothing better than Phillipsburg week. I mean, look at the atmosphere here. It's like a college football game. So we're excited. We're ready to kick off.
Thanks, Coach.
I'm Tyler Rodriguez. Joined to the left of me is Joe Whalen. Tonight is senior night. Joe, do you remember your senior night?
I do remember my senior night. It was a great night. We got to win that night. Let's hope for Hunterdon Central that they can do the same to send their seniors out on senior night with a nice victory.
Well, it will be very difficult for Hunterdon Central coming into this one 2-3. The 2-3 in their Big Central Conference and 0-2 in the Big Central American Silver. That's the division. Phillipsburg in the same division, but Phillipsburg is top of that division while Hunterdon Central sits bottom. Phillipsburg 4-0, undefeated at the top of the division and kind of tied second for the conference. They're a very good team, Joe. It's going to be tough, you think, for Hunterdon Central, who have not beaten them in 10 years almost. it's going to be tough for them to get a win here tonight.
Yep, Phillipsburg is always a very physical team. They always try and want to impose their will on teams. They want to start fast. They're a very well-coached team every single year. The Phillipsburg coaching staff does a great job with their players. So this year for Phillipsburg, they're looking great coming into this. Hunterdon Central is definitely going to want to try and control the clock, control the tempo. Don't let this turn into a shootout where they have to go blow for blow with this Phillipsburg high-powered offense.
Yeah, Phillipsburg definitely a team that is run-heavy. Their starting quarterback, Genesee, only has 392 passing yards, while looking at RJ Hart, is almost 701, so just not quite double, but a bit more. They run the ball a lot. Watch out for Xavier Moore. Their leading back is 302 yards, but they basically kind of have three options, really, if they run it with that running back. You expect to see the ball on the ground a lot, but they do have some weapons in the wide receiver positions that they can throw the ball to. Of course, they are missing one tonight, though, Joe.
Yep, number 1, Kevin Burgess, their leading receiver. We went down and talked to the Phillipsburg head coach, and he said he is out this week, so they are losing him, but they are getting back Cameron Bohall, number 2, the wide receiver and defensive back. He is coming back after missing last week for the Phillipsburg State Liners.
Yeah, he has 2 picks on the season, Bohall, and I did hear as well from Hunterdon Central. This has been a very good week of practice. The whole team's happy. Coaching staff is happy coming into this senior night matchup. Of course, still playing against the State Liners. It's never easy. They're a very, very good team, and we will see you on the flip side of the national anthem. So a lovely performance there from the Marching Man here as we're just about ready to get things moving here. Central lost last Friday. It was to Ridge 35-7. They had 6 first downs only in the whole game, 5 punts, 2 penalties, and they lost 10 yards. Did not throw the ball well. RJ Hart 10 for 22 and 2 picks and only 78 passing yards. Really was not a lot working for them that night. So tonight you feel, Joe, things are going to have to change for them.
Yep, definitely. The offense is definitely going to need to start quickly. They need to put a score on the board in their first drive. They cannot go down quickly to this team because this is a team that once they have you, they will not let off the gas. They will keep scoring. So Hunterdon Central, look for their offense to really come out tonight firing. They're going to, most likely, we're going to see a lot of running the ball. They're going to try and eat up clock. They are not going to let this high-powered offense for Phillipsburg take the field and control the tempo. They want to control the tempo.
Yeah, well, Central last time out, like we said, Jacob Souse was the main running back. He had 6 attempts, 58 yards. He scored their only touchdown, converting the extra point. That was because Michael Carbo and Devin Falvo were both out due to illness. They are back tonight, so expect some more weapons for the Red Devils in offense here tonight, which will be very important for them. They need to get some points on the board and also need to stop Phillipsburg, who's been very difficult to stop this whole entire year. So Brian Colodi, senior, kicks things off, and we are alive and ready here for this one here under the lights here. That's a fair catch there. I think it was around the 27, 30-yard line, 25. Let's see if they mark it.
Now for Hunterdon Central, a big loss defensively and offensively. Cole Gray not playing today. He has a contusion, unable to play, unable to go tonight. So interested to see who Hunterdon Central puts at that defensive end position tonight to try and lock up the edge, stop this run game getting outside.
Yeah, so Gen FC there, taking it with 2 backs back there. Xavier Moore's there. And he's the one that gets it. He runs it up the middle. That's a good gain for him, around 5 yards there for Xavier Moore. So they run Xavier Moore a lot. They also have Caleb Rivera, a junior who they use. And of course they run a lot with Gen FC as well. And they use John Wargo as well there. So about 3-4 options if you count. Gen FC does throw us the ball a decent amount, but runs it as well.
Yep, this is a run-first team. They are physical up front. They are very happy about the offensive line play. They are going to look to run the ball.
Motion there. Drops back. That's a throw completed. They're up the middle. Connor Hill there. They're leading tight end there. Makes most of their receptions. He leads them in sacks as well. Leads them in tackles. It's a good game for him there. And that will move the change, I think, for the State Liners.
Oh, looks like they're going to leave the chain. It's going to be a 3rd down for Phillipsburg.
This will be a 3rd and short here, about 1 yard. Big 3rd down here for the Red Devils early on. And they keep it, and that should be enough there. Gen FC, they go on the quarterback keep, just able to force his will, move the chains.
Yep, right there, just quick count, get set, get up to the line, move the chains, just a nice, easy, quick 3-yard gain. But that's a big play for Hunterdon Central. They need to get set quicker. Looked like they had moving parts, looked like people weren't completely set. They didn't know where they were lining up. They need to line up quick because this is an offense that once they get set, they are ready to go.
Gen FC now gives it off. That's a run up the middle. That's a tackle there. Xavier Moore again on the carry. Carbo bring him to a stop. It just hits that hole so hard there, and then look at his legs moving. Gets a really good gain there. Another 1st down for the State Liners.
Yeah, nice job by the right side of the offensive line for Phillipsburg, opening up a hole for Moore to get through, and Moore just putting his foot in the dirt or in the ground and running upfield north and south. That's what they want. They want him to get upfield rather than cut. They rather take some yards and get tackled than run around and do too much.
Gen FC drops back, looking for a target out wide, and he's got him there, and that will be out of bounds. A good gain there. That was number 10. That was Matthew Skirbo Jr. there for State Liners, a sophomore. Good gain by him.
Yep, Skirbo, one of the players the Phillipsburg head coach told us about, said he's a sophomore. He's a basketball player, but he has stepped up a lot for this Phillipsburg State Liner football team, filling in, playing wide receiver and defensive back for them.
Yeah, also can do linebacker as well. 13 receptions for 125 yards and 2 TDs on the year for Skirbo. That's a give up the middle. That's stopped short there. Jason Garcia on the carry there, number 7.
Nice job there by Connor Lancaster, coming up the middle, filling, stopping him at the line of scrimmage. Good job. Good 1st down play for this Hunterdon Central defense. They need to start stacking plays. They cannot keep giving up yards on every single play.
So we go here. There's a flag on the play there on the 2nd down. It's a 2nd and 10. See how that affects the play. Full start. That suits the Red Devils.
Yep, just a mental mistake there for Phillipsburg. Not something you see very often from them, but helps out Hunterdon Central, pushes them back a little bit farther. Hopefully the defense can stiffen up a little bit and stop this drive in its tracks.
They certainly are taking their time. Phillipsburg want a good opening drive. Would like some points on the board. Again, it's only Skirbo out there. He's in motion. Valentino will guard him. Slant out wide from Skirbo. Gen FC, he's tackled in the backfield. That is Jackson Call with the big play.
Great play by Call, staying outside, not biting on the play action there. Able to bring down I'm sorry, I mispronounced the last name. Genovese on the rollout there. Good coverage from the corners for Hunterdon Central. Locked them up. They were just trying to go quick out routes to just get get some yards back, get themselves into a 3rd and manageable, but great play by Call there.
It's all right, Joe. We're still warming up.
Yep, still warming up.
Yeah, so they didn't have too many options to throw the ball to, and Valentino was able to lock down their one option, not giving them a lot of options here. Now Genesee rolling out again, a couple receivers out there. That will be a throw caught up middle by Skirbo, but that will be short, well short there of the first down. So the Red Devils will do their job here.
Great job.
Looks like, seeing if they're going to go for it, I'm not sure.
Knowing this Phillipsburg coaching staff, looks like they're sending the special teams out. But great job there defensively for Hunterdon Central, having the guys back there as safety tacklers, just making sure nobody can get behind them, keeping the ball in front of them, forcing a 4th and long.
Yeah, so it looks like it will be a punt here. Maybe we see a fake. We saw that last time in our last broadcast here from Hunterdon Central. This one goes all the way back. I'll look to pin the Red Devils in their own half. Fish lets it drop. Takes a Phillipsburg bounce. And that's very well done there. As the Red Devils will have to start from their own end zone, or just in front of it really. Let's try to get some points on the board, get a drive going here.
Yep, this is a big drive. If you look at the clock, Phillipsburg ate up a bunch of time. That's how this offense works. They are just going to chew the clock, run the ball, just knock out long drives, just take the wind out of your sails, control the game. Big stop for Hunterdon Central there. The penalty forced them behind the sticks, and then the defense able to just collapse that pocket, get a sack, and force a long throw. So good job by the defense. Let's see if the offense can keep the momentum.
Now that's nearly half of the first quarter really. They're done. So Red Devils about 6'4" to work with. They give that one off here. That's not much space there. I think, see who's on the carry. Tough to tell. I think maybe it was Carbo.
Yep, nice play there by the middle linebacker for this Phillipsburg defense, coming across the middle, just getting through and making a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
It looks like they have Logan Ortega back there. They use him as a back a lot. So big, strong, quick for his size as well. Can really play so many different positions. When he gets it again, just keeps moving by a couple there. Nice run from him. Just gain a couple yards.
Coach Ransone was talking about playing Ortega more at running back tonight. He's a bigger back, physical, 240-pound running back, tough to bring down, especially when Hunterdon Central is in their heavy set. Look for a lot of Ortega running the ball up the middle. They are going to try and match the physicality of this state liner defense.
And now Jamal Kuhn coming in here. Need a throw. Have a lot of options. Connor Gray. Getting more minutes in the injury of his brother Cole Gray. Valentino Fish out there. Number 3, Isaiah Jackson matched up with Fish, one of their best cornerbacks. Souse will go in the backfield now. Was running back last game with it in the absence of Carbo. Here's Hart. Out wide for Fish. Fish, can he get to the first down? Marker not quite there, so it was Jackson was guarding Kuhn there. And now it looks like Isaiah Jackson's in talk with the referee. I think, is there a flag on the ground? There is.
Looks like it'll be a holding penalty against the Red Devils.
So, we'll be 4th down. Looks like it'll be quick 3 and out here. I'll see if they do. What happens?
The state liners decline it, force Hunterdon Central to punt from their own end zone. Now this is where you're going to see most likely a lot of pressure from the state liner defense. Try and get a block on this punt. They want to put some points on the board quick, but for Hunterdon Central, you do not want to have a quick 3 and out like that.
Yeah, definitely do not. They need a good punt here from Decker McNally, who's had a lot of action last game. A lot of good punts from him, but probably wouldn't want to hear that if you are Coach Ransone. Here's McNally. Ooh, nearly blocked there. It's a good punt. Takes a central bounce. Gets to Phillipsburg territory. And it settles there. So, bit of a shame after the big call sack. They get the ball and then not really able to do much with it. A couple runs. One for a loss, one for a decent gain. And then the good completion of Fish, but the holding penalty forces the Red Devils to punt. And now giving Phillipsburg some possession again. And we talk about the time of possession there. Central's possession lasted probably a minute, maybe 10 seconds, 20 seconds. Phillipsburg taking up almost a half of the whole quarter. So they give it there up the middle. That's another good gain there from the State Liners. Was number 60, I think.
That was their fullback, John Wargo, their number 34 there on the carry. Big running back. We heard about him pregame. He's a big body, very tough to bring down, especially on those fullback dives, just running him right up the middle. They're basically saying, we're going to run up the middle until you can stop it.
Yeah, it's tough for me to say. I think it was it 34, like you said, John Wargo. Well, that's pass out wide to Jackson, incomplete. Wargo, one of their main options, Rivera. Wargo, more from running back. Wargo, 220 yards on 29 attempts. He has 3 TDs as well. So he's another option for them, along with Jennifer Cita on the quarterback keeps. And now that brings up a 3rd and 4. So will be a big stop here for the Red Devils if they can get it.
Yep, Hunterdon Central needs a big stop here from the defense. The defense has stepped up in most of their games. They have kept them in games where the offense is sputtering a little bit. So the defense looking for them to step up once again.
Genesee out towards his left. Will be a tough throw, but he makes it. Flag on the play. Jackson with the great reception there.
Yep, very nice job there by Genesee getting out of the pocket. Connor Lancaster, pressure up the middle. He just rolls to his left. That's a tough throw to make as a right-handed quarterback, but makes a good throw, and it looks like it's a holding penalty on the defense on Hunterdon Central.
So now State Liners into Red Devils territory here. And nearly coming up to the red zone as well. Looking to put some points on the board. Genesee gives it to Wargo. And tackle made there. Kuhn Mateo Brito was there. Call as well. Arteaga, of course.
Yeah, very nice job meeting Wargo, the big back as he's starting to break outside, coming up and meeting him physically. Coming to hit with bad intent is something Coach Bill always says. You don't want to come and just try and tackle him. You want to try and force a fumble. You want an explosive play defensively. So they're coming up. They're trying to knock the ball out. They're trying to hit him hard.
They're definitely going to have to Skirbo Jr. and Jackson, their main wide receivers, out there again. Instead, they give it this time. It's Genesee. Oh, it's a little bit of a play action. He keeps it. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, it was Genesee. That was a nice design play there. Had everyone fooled.
Yep, little misdirection, similar to the offense Bridgewater ran the triple option. That was a read option there. Wargo going up the middle, just try and draw the defensive end, draw everybody to the middle, give Genesee a lane to the outside, and they ran that to perfection. Good blocking on the outside. Genesee able to get the corner and get a big gain, set them up 1st and goal.
Yeah, see if they keep it with Genesee here. No, it's Moore. As he stopped.
Looks like the ball came out.
It did come out. Phillipsburg players saying it's a touchdown. Central players saying it's their ball. And similar to the last game we did here, it's another fumble, and they're saying it's Red Devils' ball. Well, the Red Devils look like it's their ball, but Phillipsburg not convinced. The referees in conversation, and they are pointing. They have said it's their ball. So now, Joe, the question remains here: can they convert from this fumble, which they've struggled to all year? Obviously, in the Ridge game, they had a fumble that John Walter was able to recover and didn't get much from it. So now they really need to start taking advantage of these opportunities, of these turnovers.
Yeah, great play defensively. He got held up a little bit. Looked like he was trying to reach the ball out, and it just gets punched out. Hunterdon Central able to recover it in their own end zone for a touchback. But as you were saying, Tyler, This is something where the offense needs to step up. If this is where they've needed to improve almost all season, they need to put points on the board after the defense makes a great play and forces a turnover.
Yeah, like you said, trying to hit people hard, trying to tackle, trying to make explosive plays, and they've done that. So they'll get it at the 25. Hart, quick pass. Should be Falvo there. That's a good gain. Hart struggling a bit in the last 2 games since he came off the one. A big win. Since then, it's been a bit hit or miss. We had some good moments, but obviously last game only threw for 78 yards, had 2 picks as well. Had one really bad pick in the end of the Bridgewater Raritan game. So he needs to get going early, you feel here, Joe.
Yep, just looking to get his stride back, just looking to pick up where he was when they beat Piscataway and beat Elizabeth. He's just looking to re-get into that form, so look for them to just give him some quick check down, nice easy passes to get his confidence up.
Fish in motion, they do work that one a lot. He's in the backfield, he'll get it. Something I haven't seen a lot there. Fish is a running back, did not work too well.
Yep, brought down behind the line, was looking for a lane. The front 7 for this Phillipsburg team is that's their strength. They will try and stop the run the entire game. They did a good job forcing Fish to try and cut back, and the defense just filling the gaps where they need to. The linebackers coming off, defensive linemen's getting out off of blocks and making good tackles in the open field.
So now it brings up a 3rd and 6 here for the Red Devils. Hart drops back, hit immediately. Here's Carbo. That's a very difficult throw there for RJ Hart. Knew he was going to get hit, and Carbo able to bring that one in for the big gain for the Red Devils. That moves the chains up just to about the midpoint of the field here, towards the halfway line, getting towards the state liners territory.
Yeah, great job by Hart, staying in the pocket. He knew he was going to face pressure with Carbo streaking up the middle on a seam route, just going right up the hash, stays in the pocket and delivers a good pass to Carbo up the middle for a big first down for this Hunterdon Central offense.
So 4 options for the Red Devils here to throw to. 1 in the backfield, that's Carbo. Good block from him. Oh, Fish couldn't quite bring it in.
Yeah, good job there by Carbo, just stepping up, trying to stop the defensive end on a free run towards Hart, just gets in the way. As a running back, that's pretty much all you can ask for when they're one-on-one with a defensive end as a free runner. They just need to slow him down a little bit, give the quarterback just a half second more, give someone a chance to get more open.
Coon switches with Evan Amato here. Connor Gray in. It's Valentino alone against Isaiah Jackson again. They pitch it. Here's Carbo. Maybe 2 yards if he's lucky.
Yeah, very nice play there by Caleb Riviera, the defensive end for the State Liner defense, just working down the line, just forcing Carbo to go lateral, not letting him get upfield, not really giving him a big lane to get through and gain some yards. So good job by this front 7 for the State Liners, just moving down with the line, moving with the ball, not really opening up any big lanes for runs.
Third and 9 here for the Red Devils. Here's Hart, drops back again. Fish, great gain. He's been their go-to guy this whole year. Trevor Fish, good catch from him. Last time out, had a very quiet game, only I think with 1 reception, maybe at 8 yards. But he's already got 2 here. And obviously has the 1 carry as well. So nice throw and catch there for Trevor Fish as this first quarter comes to an end. But it seems like, Joe, that's going to be how the Red Devils can get joy here. Passing the ball, running the ball will be tough against the State Liner defense.
Yep, this is the strength of the defense for the State Liners is their front 7 and their ability to stop the run and limit your ability to run the ball against this team. They will not let you just walk in and just try and run the ball for over 100 yards. They're going to make you earn every yard you're trying to gain on the run. But that was a great job there by Fish, just finding a dead spot in the zone where nobody is, and Hart just delivering the ball, and Fish making the smart play, just catching it, going down, just making sure he secures the catch and gets the first down, not risking getting hit from behind while he's not facing anybody.
So 0-0 after the first quarter. Last time these teams played, it was last year on September 17th. Xavier Moore had 12 attempts, 100 yards. He had 2 TDs. Of course, Phillipsburg won 27-0 in that game. So Central probably just want to stay in it as close, or stay in the game as much as possible, or up as late as possible. The more in it, the longer it goes on, the better chance they have. They had 11 first downs and 240 rushing yards that game, Phillipsburg. So you expect they'll be run heavy again here today, and they've certainly defended the run well. And here is Fish again with the screen. And it was that night too. They defended Julio Marsiglia very well. They kept him very quiet that night.
Yep, great job there on the outside by the Hunterdon Central wide receivers. That's the biggest thing coaches preach for wide receivers is, can you block downfield and give a lane? Good job there downfield, blocking the corners, giving a running lane for Trevor Fish to pick up a gain of 7.
So Fish in the slot, Kuhn out wide. It's Connor Gray out there. Valentino as well on the left side. Carbo in the backfield. He slips and falls, and Hart got hit as he threw that one away.
Yep, pressure up the middle from big number 72, Keon Walters, for the big defensive lineman for this State Liner defense. He's playing at the defensive tackle spot. Just put a good pass rush move on, force Hart to get the ball out earlier, and force an errant throw. And unfortunately, Carbo fell on that route, so no chance to make a play on that ball.
So Kuhn all along on the left side against Jackson. It's a 3 out right here. That's a timeout.
Timeout, State Liners.
They want to talk things over here. Be a huge moment for the Red Devils if they can score first in this game.
Yeah.
Set the tone here, set the bar high early for themselves.
Yeah, they definitely want to put points on the board first. I mean, that's always the biggest thing, is just getting the lead quickly and trying to hold on to it and just keep adding to it. So for this Hunterdon Central offense, just get any sort of points. I mean, you don't want a field goal. You obviously want a touchdown, but getting the ball inside of field goal range for Brian Collodi is a big thing. Just getting points, just get the confidence of your offense up so they know, hey, we can go out, we can score, we can move the ball on this team. They aren't the best. They aren't the 85 Bears.
Yeah, that's true. Coming fearing the team. Performance probably won't be the best it could be. Of course, all you have to fear is fear itself here. And first touchdown for the Red Devils could really give them confidence. Of course, this 3rd and 2 here. They need a first down. Earnhardt gets the ball, gives it to Carbo, up the middle. Should be 2 yards.
Yeah, I like the play call. Phillipsburg obviously expecting pass on that, dropping their linebackers in coverage, running the draw play with Carbo up the middle. Does a good job to keep his legs churning, makes this a 4th and very short, makes it very easy, or much easier than a 4th and 4. 4th and inches is much more manageable.
It will be around 4th and inches, so they bring out Valentino and Fish. Fullback back there. It's Hart who keeps it. They push him forward. And see if they give it to him. And they do. That's a first down for the Red Devils.
Yep, good job by the inside 3 of the offensive line for Hunterdon Central. Getting a push on this interior defensive line, giving Hart just enough room, and then getting behind him. That's a big thing. You can push the runner now. So getting behind him, pushing him forward, making sure you secure that first down.
Yeah, Patrick Kazmarek came in there as a fullback. He did a great job, normally a defender. So Hart goes out for Fish. He's tackled. Probably a decent gain there. Targeted Fish a lot early on here, the Red Devils. And RJ Hart. The State doesn't get much, so it's 2nd and 10 still. Oh, 2nd and 8, sorry, I should say. South back there. Using a lot of different backs, the Red Devils. Here's Hart, snaps a bit high. Feed up the middle, that was a bit loose there. Could have been way worse. Pass was intended for Connor Gray.
Yep, trying to fit the ball inside of a window. Gray just still moving, looking to move, keep moving upfield, but I think Hart thought he was going to settle down in that little spot outside of someone's zone, just get a nice little check down completion. But that's a dangerous throw for Hart to make with a couple defenders in the area. And tips and overthrows are something defenses look for. That's where they can make the most plays on the ball. If something's tipped or overthrown, they usually want someone there, try and get an interception real quick.
It's now 3rd and 8 here. Probably they don't get this first down, you'd think they're going to kick the field goal unless it's very close. So this is another huge play of this drive. Hart rolls out left. Now throws for Amato. And really not much he could do. He's met by 3 or 4 state liners there.
Yeah, just trying to get a little throwback screen, roll Hart to the left, have him turn around, throw the ball back. Hopefully the tight end's open, but Phillipsburg obviously in zone coverage there. The defense does a great job keeping Amato in front of them, forcing a 4th and very long for this Hunterdon Central offense.
So they're in a very long conversation here. Flag on the field now.
Looks like it's just going to be a sideline warning.
Gives the Red Devils some time to think this decision here, what they want to do. Obviously, they lost some yards. It's now 4th and 10, 4th and 11, 4th and 12 around there. So it's tough to go for this one.
Yeah, about here, it's about a 45-yarder from the right hash. So it's definitely a tough kick at the high school level to be made. So it looks like the offense is going to stay out on the field. They're going to try and convert this first down.
So they don't bring up Brian Colodi. It's a long delay here. Timeout Red Devils now. Now what would you do here, Joe, if you're a coach around Stone?
I think at this point, I think you're kind of caught in no man's land. It's a far kick, and you're not really dead center, so it's tough to make it from the right hash. So I think they're going to go for it. They're going to try and make a play. I'm thinking that they're going to probably run Trevor Fish maybe to the outside the corner because that has worked very well, or they run someone over the middle and have them sit down behind the linebackers, behind that zone, just right in front, right behind the sticks, just try and get a quick first down right there. But I'm interested to see the play call Connell Joyce comes up with on this 4th and 11.
Interested to see, maybe do they take a shot at the end zone here? If it's worth it, maybe. I mean, probably just go for the first down, but they are pretty close here. So Souse is in the backfield. Fish is the receiver at the far right. Kuhn in the slot there. Connor Gray at the far left. And Valentino in the slot on the left side. Hart has some time towards Fish. And he was being harassed there. As Boho made the big play there on Trevor Fish. So that is a turnover on downs. After the fumble. Yeah, again, it's the same story for the Red Devils. Not able to capitalize with 7:53 now on the clock. Phillipsburg will get the ball.
Yep, Hunterdon Central put a good drive together, moved the ball down the field, but unfortunately unable to convert that 4th down. Looking for Trevor Fish over the middle, but good job. The corner was in phase, running with him stride for stride, and the safety read that play very well. Read Hart's eyes, saw where he was looking, and was able to make a play on the ball coming over the top, just bat it down, give the Phillipsburg offense a chance to work.
They run again with Moore. Just a strong back he is, but he's pulled back down to the ground there. Falvo was there. Mateo Brio was there as well. Kuhn been very involved defensively. Lancaster, of course, is always around things.
Yep, Moore just refusing to go down with multiple Hunter and Central defenders on his back, just keeping those legs churning, and the line just trying to finish their blocks downfield, coming up and hitting anybody, or hitting anyone they can find in a red jersey.
They'll bring up second down again here. NFC rolls out. Now we'll run with it. And he gets very close to the first down marker there.
Yep, good coverage there from Hunterdon Central, but unfortunately a gap opened wide up for Genesee, just able to take it down, not trying to force the ball into any tight windows, being smart with it, just bringing the ball down, take what he can get, take the 5 yards, and get a first down.
Yeah, they do give him the first down there. I think it was on Moore's first carry. They gave him a bit of forward progress, so that helped him out there getting the first down. Again, 2 backs back there. It is Moore. Fell a bit. Was tackled there. Sosa, Souse there to bring him to the ground.
Yeah, good job by Souse, just coming up, trying to make a tackle on him. Luckily for them, Moore slipped, but looked like that run wasn't going any farther than that because the defense was collapsing down on him.
Yeah, their ability to silence Moore will really kind of dictate really how well this game will go for them. If they can keep him silent, he's probably the most talented back out there. Genesee has Moore out wide. Oh, great tip there. Jackson calls there again. He's all over the place tonight.
Yeah, great play there by Jackson Call. If you can't get to the quarterback on a pass rush, just try and get a hand up, try and get your hand on the ball, forcing that ball to land incomplete. Great play by Call, just getting his hand up on that quick throw.
Another big third down here for the State Liners. So they've looked good, but haven't really been overly impressive, like you said. You know, I think we had kind of hyped them up a bit. Thought they would be this grand team, and they are very good. But like you said, they're not the 85 Bears. They're on the same level here. The Red Devils need to play, not give them too much respect. That being said, that's a great gain there, Scarborough Jr. Good catch from him. Yeah, very close there to getting Genesee.
Yeah, nice play there by Genesee, just rolling outside the pocket, keeping his eyes downfield, able to find Skirbo coming back towards the ball, just gets out of bounds right behind the sticks, gets him a first down on a 3rd and 9.
Yeah, so right when they need it, they make that big play. That's what good teams do there, giving them another life here. 5:43 now left to play. It's a run up the middle. It's a great gain there.
Yeah, just
Xavier Moore again.
A very nice job by the left side of this offensive line for Phillipsburg. They're getting a good push, opening up the gaps for Moore just to squeeze through. And he's a great runner. He's able to just put his foot in the ground and just get up north and south, taking on as much contact. He's trying to inflict the contact. He doesn't want to get hit. He wants to hit people at this point.
And they give it again this time. Not to Moore. Again, it's a very good result. Probably 6 yards again on the run.
Yep. Caleb Rivera up the middle, the running back and defensive lineman for this Phillipsburg team, running the fullback dive once again, but Hunterdon Central able to stop him before he gets to the first down, forcing a 3rd and 2. This Hunterdon Central defense is looking to swarm the ball carrier. They're trying to get as many hats to the ball as possible. Coach Bill always preaches the pursuit, always wants everybody running as fast as possible to the ball. He wants everyone trying to make a play.
3rd and 2 here, big play. Give it to Moore. He's got 2, and he's got a bit more as well.
Yep, just a simple ISO play right up the middle. We're going to run the ball. Nothing, no pulling guards there, no anything crazy. Just we're going to block mano a mano, just go straight up the field and get the first down.
Now, first down again here for State Liners. It's Moore. Towards the right side this time. I think actually may have kept it with Jennifer C there. So many players run, it's hard to keep track.
Yep.
Was Jennifer C there in the quarterback keep?
Looks like they went back to the play. They had the play that set up the almost touchdown and the fumble recovery, but set them up at the 2-yard line. Just the simple read option, fake the dive up the middle. Genesee trying to collapse that defensive end, looking for a lane, but good job by this defense filling in, stopping him for a short gain.
And only 2 yards there for Genesee. This time he's got more out to his left. He was going out to run a route there, but it's a timeout central before.
Yep, Coach Bill obviously didn't like what he saw from the alignment offensively for Phillipsburg, so calling a timeout, making sure his guys get set, everybody knows the play call.
Second and 8 here now as we resume play. They give it to Moore again. He stopped early and stopped for a short gain. Lancaster was there.
Yeah,
I
great.
think again it was maybe Call that made the initial hit.
Great play there by Connor Lancaster, just coming up like his older brother Chris. His old nickname was a heat-seeking missile, coming up, flying, hitting the guard, forcing him back and making a good play, stopping Moore before he can gain anything, forcing a just no gain, just keeps him at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, like so. They'll bring up on 3rd and 8 now. Jackson in motion. He gets it, flag on the play, and the play is whistled dead. It is against Phillipsburg.
Looks like it's another false start against this offense, so forces them back to behind the stick. So this is where Hunterdon Central, their pass rushers can kind of pin their ears back. It's an obvious passing situation. They're going to try and get to the passer, or at least get a hand on the ball, get their hands up, try and tip a pass.
So big 3rd and 13 now. 4 receivers set for Phillipsburg. Genesee will throw. That's called up the middle. That's Skirbo Jr. And he's in towards the 10-yard line. And Red Devils, they were prepared for the pass, but just could not stop it.
Yep, the Red Devils in zone coverage there. Skirbo able to find a soft spot, and Genesee able to just throw the ball, hit him in stride, let Skirbo keep getting upfield for the first down and a big gain for this State Liner offense.
So now 1st and 10 through 38 left to play in this first half. Phillipsburg would like something to show for their labors in this first half. That's a handoff up the middle. That's stopped. Caleb Rivera there trying to get something going. Gets a couple positive yardages for his team.
Yep, that's all they're trying to do. They're just trying to grind out 3 or 4 yard carries every single time. That's how this offense, that's their DNA. It's how they operate. They just want to pound the ball. They want to run the rock the entire game with the occasional play action pass or some other wrinkle in there, but they are a power football team.
That's it really. When they need that big play, they make it. They just got it from Skirbo Jr. Can they get something big here from Rivera? That's a pretty nice gain again from him. Probably just close enough to get a first down.
Sets up a third and 2, but Skirbo coming off the field. Looks like Phillipsburg is most likely going to be running the ball with their #1 pass target off the field.
So the crowd cheering on the Red Devils defense here to make this big 3rd and 1 stop. They give it to Moore. He gets the first down, and he gets the touchdown. Xavier Moore there punching it in for the State Liners, giving them the first touchdown here of the night, and the Liners draw first blood here at Stewart Field.
Yep, just nice, simple power play. They're trying to run the ball right up the middle, and the offensive line gets a good push with the fullback leading up, taking on the linebacker, and then Moore just fighting his way through contact, just finishing the run, ending up in the end zone.
His 4th touchdown of the year, Xavier Moore. Now they will attempt to kick this one. Luke Brogan, the kicker out there. And Brogan slips the pipes there. They gave the State Liners extra point, and they will be leading this one 7-0 now with 1:09 left to play in this first half here in the 2nd quarter.
Yep, I mean, for Phillipsburg, that's a good drive, just grinding it out, just a methodical, move the ball down the field, eat up clock, keep the game running, keep the clock moving. But for Hunterdon Central, the defense, you're upset you gave up a touchdown, but offensively they need to do something because the defense has been on the field for more than half this game. They're tired at this point. The offense needs to stay out there. They need to start long drives. They need to score. They need to put points on the board.
Yeah, it's been kind of a theme this year. The defense really having to do a lot of the heavy lifting. It's been a bit unfair for them. Not really getting the rest. Offense needs to start kind of pulling their weight, you feel more, getting some more points on the board, but also controlling the time of possession a bit more. That way their defense can play a bit more effectively. Brogan to kick this one off again. Sentner last time was the setter, or was the holder, I should say, on the extra point. And this one is kicked long out towards Kuhn. He's able to field it off the bounce towards the left side. He cuts back, splits a couple, and it's brought down right around the 20.
Good coverage there from the Phillipsburg kickoff team. I mean, special teams is very important, so good job just staying in their lanes, forcing Kuhn to go east and west rather than north and south, just keeping him moving down the line rather than going upfield. So good coverage there, just stopping him down at the 20.
So the Red Devils offense comes on with 59 seconds to work with here. Maybe try to get into field goal range to see what they're going to do here. Of course, they get the ball to start the 2nd half. So anything here, any sort of points would be pretty nice for them. Hart. Ooh, for Amato. Just on the edge of his fingers. Couldn't quite haul it in.
Yep, just a little bit too far, a little bit out of his reach. But for Hunterdon Central, you have a 2-for-1 opportunity. Phillipsburg started with the ball, so if Hunterdon Central can put up a score, they get the ball to start the 2nd half. So this is a pivotal possession for Hunterdon Central. They want to move the ball down as quick as possible and put a score on the board.
And if they can move the chains here, get it to the 30 at least, can set them up here. They do have one timeout, of course, to stop the clock. Try to get into field goal range. Hart, that's sacked. That's not going to help him.
Pressure there by Caleb Riviera. The running back also plays defensive end for this team. He got the pressure on, forced Hart to step up in the pocket. The offensive line just trying to give him as much time, but nobody open downfield. That's a coverage sack right there. Hart was in the pocket for almost 3 seconds, just nobody open, nobody downfield, keeping his eyes, and just brought down behind the line of scrimmage for a 3rd and very long.
Yeah, it's Hunter Cleaver there with the half sack there. Already had 1 half sack coming in this year. Coach Ratzone very disappointed on something the referee's doing. He's maybe a bit calmer this year, I've noticed. It's a long conversation here, so now the teams are Central East is huddling up. Phillipsburg goes to the sideline. The clock reads 0. The halftime whistle was not blown, however.
Looks like they reset the clock to 2 seconds. Hunterdon Central obviously trying to let the clock run out, go to halftime, make your adjustments, but looked like the play clock was about to run out before they could go to halftime, so Hunterdon Central going to take a snap here. And Phillipsburg obviously coming out in prevent defense, 4 men across the 50-yard line. They do not want anything behind them.
No, they're just going to hand it off here, up the middle. That's Carbo. It's a nice gain from him, but won't quite matter here. So State Liners put 7 on the board. Central not able to put anything on the board. They are losing 7-0 here at the end of this first half. It's been a good game so far, and we will see you here for the start of the second half.
And joining us here at halftime on the HCTV live stream, it's Red Devil senior Jamal Kuhn. Jamal, talk about this season so far. There's been some ups and downs. How has it gone in your opinion so far?
Honestly, I feel like there's a lot of teams that we should have beat, a lot of different opponents, how we just play our game. You know, our game, our coach has been saying, and dealt with the adversity, could have went a lot differently. I feel like we're a better team than our record says, and we can prove that starting off with this week throughout the rest of the season.
Jamal, we turn back the clock to the game here against Elizabeth. Wow, what an exciting game that was to be a part of. What do you draw from those kind of memories, from Piscataway, from Elizabeth, those positives? What do you draw from that?
You know, it definitely was amazing. We haven't been the best team past couple years. You know, I think it was back in 2013. It's the last time we started the season off 2-1, and it was just a great memory to start with these amazing men behind me.
Well, Jamal, there's a couple of guys in the NFL from this school. Matt Ioannidis on the Panthers and Jason Kabinda on the Lions. What is it like to play in a program like that where we have NFL players?
You know, it's just amazing to be surrounded by coaches and this rich history of the program. And, you know, my main goal in this season is just to better the younger generation behind me and just start, I guess, a new Hunterdon Central, something that I would want to leave behind.
Lastly, Jamal, it's senior night here at Central, an emotional night in a lot of ways as the days are winding down. What goes through your mind on this night, senior night?
You know, I just want to leave it all out in the field, you know, show everyone in the crowd, show all of my family, teammates, all the hard work, dedication over the past 4 years I spent. You know, it's going to be a tough team, but definitely believe we have a shot and we're going to win.
And that was Red Devil senior Jamal Kuhn. Stay tuned for second half action. Red Devils against the State Liners.
All for the chance to perform their music, march their drum, pass their flag, just feel that sense of accomplishment that comes from contributing to the overall group performance. Please help us congratulate the seniors of the 2022-2023 Marching Red Devils.
You was fucking
Madeline Andrews, escorted by Angela Lee.
Yeah.
James Petty, escorted by Chris Petty. Owen Towson, escorted by Kelly and Josh Towson. Ian Booza, escorted by Pamela Booza, Matt Booza, and John Gorman. Jessica Carr, escorted by Kathy and Ed Carr. Bryce Cohen, escorted by Allie and Aaron Cohen. Henry Corbin, escorted by John and Barbara Corbin. Jenna Dambrez, escorted by Linda and Richard Dambrez. Leah Ellenberg, escorted by John and Kelly Ellenberg. Daniel Eiler, escorted by Lee and Gordon Eiler. Anya Fenn, escorted by Monica and Anzi Fenn. Shauna Colberry, escorted by Paul and Terry Colberry. Haley DeBoer, escorted by Edward DeBoer and Carol DeBoer. Evan Gambrell, escorted by Dave and Carla Gambrell. Olivia Gruber, escorted by Tina and Adam Gruber. Kate Hollingshead, escorted by Jennifer Hollingshead. Melody Hunter, escorted by Tracy and Christian Hunter. Ian McLaughlin, escorted by Jen and Ed McLaughlin. Aaron Mintz, escorted by Pam and Frank Mintz. Maximilian DeJaco, escorted by Gina DeJaco and Maria DeJaco. Christina Pastor, escorted by Carolyn Weidlich and Sophie Pastor. Ryan Pepe, escorted by Rich and Karen Pepe. Kendall Plumstead, escorted by Christine Beck and Keith Plumstead. Elizabeth Santos Cruz, escorted by Elba Cruz. Raina Schroff, escorted by Monica Patel and Neil Schroff. Lucy Stewart, escorted by Mike and Barbara Stewart. Ariel Vargas Garcia, escorted by Lou Garcia and Obed Vargas. And Ray Watson, escorted by Rachel Pack. So at this moment, we will ask our seniors to salute their families. And detail, set, arms, 2. Detail, order, arms, 1, 2. Thank you very much to the families of the Marching Rebel seniors. Seniors, you may hug your parents and return to the playing line. And as we begin to say a fond farewell to our seniors, we also say a fond hello to our potential new members as the 8th graders should go out onto the field and join your section.
You have a jacket? Find your section. So going forward, always just bring something. It just gets colder and colder, especially if you're standing. Gloves and a hat.
Oh, gloves, okay.
Or hand warmers. You like to go to the side of where they're working. I kind of just stay over here because by this time my back is killing me and it's easier to lean.
Joining us in the first chorus of Lulu. very much. 8th graders, you may return to the track and set the opening snap.
For 2 years, Sam used a 5. That cord, power cord, barely reaches. Snakes can have to be try to get them on the water.
Will, whenever you're ready.
Good morning, everyone. It's another beautiful day at the Field Shop. Don't forget, operations are free today.
Delivery to pattern cutting. Delivery to pattern cutting.
Performing their 2022-2023 show, minor alterations, please welcome your Hunterdon Central Regional High School Marching Red Devils.
Alterations department, please. Call on line 2 for notions department. Call on line 2.
Needed and room 2, please.
But I kind of liked it on that.
Welcome back here to HCTV. So we're live here from Stewart Field, just getting ready to start the second half. The Red Devils have the ball in the first half. Phillipsburg had most of the possession, threatened mostly Red Devils though, made some big sacks, some big block balls. They had that big fumble to prevent the touchdown, however could not capitalize from it. Phillipsburg eventually scored the touchdown on an extra point. So overall, it was a pretty kind of even first half. Of course, Phillipsburg probably the better team. Joe, what did you make of the first half's action?
I think for Hunterdon Central, the defense has played very well so far. They have stepped up to the challenge of stopping this offense. They've come through clutch, forcing the fumble in the end zone for a touchback, not letting us score in there, and only giving up 7 points to this offense is a success for this Hunterdon Central defense. This first drive coming out of halftime is huge for Hunterdon Central. They want to put up some points. They want to knot this game up quickly, and they want to make it just a little bit more. I think they're going to try and chew the clock. They're going to try and just eat up time, not let this offense just for Phillipsburg run the clock out like they have been. They're going to force them to actually have to go down and score. They can't try and just coast and just keep their 7-0 lead this entire half. So Hunterdon Central is going to look to come out swinging on this first drive. But defensively, they just need to keep doing what they're doing. They're playing very good gap scheme football. They're playing smart. They're getting to the ball, making big plays, forcing sacks, forcing loss of downs. And then the mental mistakes for Phillipsburg, forcing those when the defense is applying pressure. Phillipsburg has jumped off sides on pivotal third downs for themselves and pushed themselves further back and made it harder for themselves. So Hunterdon Central is just looking to keep the defense playing how they are, and the offense needs to step up.
Yep, definitely. It was a pretty quick first half, I think, for me at least. They didn't really drag on us because Phillipsburg just kept the clock moving, kept the ball in their hands for large parts of it. So the Red Devils will need to look, like you said, to try to get some possession of the ball. During halftime, Frankie, one of our one of our workers not for us, but of course one of our workers on site recently went fishing, and he had some freshly caught salmon that we had here. It was very, very good. Not something you normally have, but just thought I'd share that with you. It was very tasty, a great treat for me. And also, for the first time, Joe, had a cucumber Gatorade. An interesting experience. So, some interesting dining for me at halftime here, of course. But the food usually is pretty good here. Of course, the football team tailgates a lot. Usually gives us some waters and some sandwiches and pastas and stuff like that, which is very good for me here. Of course, I'm always hungry. I'll tell you what, with the cucumber, the lime cucumber Gatorade, and with the salmon, it was an interesting combination, but it was very tasty. And for the Red Devils here, they will receive first. I need feel, Joe, it's very important for them to get a good first drive and try to tie this game up here early on. Try to give themselves some momentum. They don't want to have a quick maybe 1 minute drive and just give the ball straight back to the State Lions.
Yep, this is a possession that even if they don't come away with points, they need to take time off the clock. A long, methodical drive for Hunterdon Central is really what they need. They just need to chew up this clock, keep the game moving, just keep the clock on the move as much as they can, and just honestly just keep the ball moving, just get the ball down the field. They need to establish a run game. The front seven for Phillipsburg has really been playing very well, not giving any room to run. So Hunterdon Central definitely looking to start their running game back up to assist their passing game.
So kick is up there. It's a pretty good one there for Jamal Cooney. He's had one return today. He takes this one out again, splits two. Nice spin from him. He gets to the 25. Oh, ball's on the floor. Oh my lord, it's picked. It's recovered there. And that will be Phillipsburg's ball. Not what the Red Devils needed. It will look like there was a pretty decent return. He got to around the 30-yard line, but just at the crucial moment, the ball was punched away. It looked like it was punched from behind.
Yep. Jamal Kuhn just trying to make a play, just gets a good return, makes a nice move, gets himself back up field, but someone from behind for this Phillipsburg kickoff coverage team able to punch the ball out and recover it. So that is not the start Hunterdon Central wanted, but they're looking for their defense once again to bail them out of a situation and step up and make some key plays here.
I suppose the bright side is that the ball did roll significantly forward, so Phillipsburg will have it around the 40 rather than at the spot of the fumble. Red Devils want a full start. They won't get it. Instead, that's up the middle Wargo there. We saw him have 2 or 3 carries in the first half. They go to him first thing here in the second.
Yep, nice gain of 8, but I actually agree with the Hunterdon Central coaches. It looked like there was a false start. It looked like the running back there, Xavier Moore, flinched before the ball was snapped. So no call from the refs, sets up Phillipsburg with a nice gain of 8 from Wargo up the middle.
This time it is Moore. He goes up the middle. He will get the first down. Mateo Brito there, helping to stop Moore there, but nonetheless a change were moved. Genesee gives it this time for Isaiah Jackson, who we've seen playing as defensive back a lot. That time he rolled out wide there with the ball for a gain.
Yep, just trying to establish a simple jet sweep there, just trying to get the ball outside with Jackson, who's a great athlete, just trying to get him on the edge, give him a chance to take it down the sideline. But good job by Hunterdon Central being able to push him closer and closer to the sideline, stop him for a short gain of 4. So forcing Phillipsburg to continue to move the ball.
Genesee rolls out, looks like he'll keep it himself, tries to get away from Kuhn, who brings him out. It's a great tackle from Jamal Kuhn. Genesee wants a horse collar, but he pulled him by his shoulder pad, rather.
Yeah, good play there by Jamal Kuhn coming from his safety position, flying up to make that running stop in the open field to force a third down, not letting Genesee just get the first down. Good effort, just fighting underneath that block, just taking a quicker route. Dangerous play because if he misses that tackle, that's a big gain and a first down for Phillipsburg, but a great individual effort there by Jamal Kuhn on that play.
He's a very good athlete. Jamal Kuhn also plays volleyball here at Hunterdon Central as well. Moore was hit first time there by Ortega in the backfield, and that slowed him down for the 3 Red Devils to stop him after.
Yep, good job by the front 7 for Hunterdon Central, making that play, forcing Moore to bounce that ball outside. He wanted to go in, but forcing him to go back outside, let the tacklers come up and make a play. Sets up a 4th and 2, so that was a big stop, and now this is a huge play for this Hunterdon Central defense. They can stop this drive right now.
4th and 1, they mark it as. Genesee will keep it like he always does here, and now we'll get the first down.
Yeah, once again, a quick count there for Phillipsburg on the QB sneak on 4th down. 4th and short, they're just trying to get that first down, keep the chains moving, keep this drive alive. So good job there by the middle 3 for that offensive line, just getting a good push, good enough push, and then the guys behind them, similar as R.J. Hart's QB sneak earlier in this game, just pushing him forward, making sure they secure that first down.
NFC now will throw. Skirbo Jr. catch, and Skirbo Jr. touchdown. Off a nice slant route there. Joey Valentino tried to dive to make a play. Did not pay off, and that's another touchdown here to open things here for the State Liners in the second half.
Yeah, nice route there by Skirbo, just able to get a good burst off the line, run up on Valentino, and then quickly break inside on the dig route, coming back across the middle. And once again, Genesee just leading him, putting him in stride, giving him a chance to make a play, keeping him on the move and able to get into the end zone for a quick score for this Phillipsburg offense.
Yep, that's his 3rd touchdown of the year for the sophomore. Brogan with the kick. And that is good there as Nicholas Stetner with the hold. So 8:03 left to play, and for the Red Devils, a bad start there. Didn't even really have the ball too long because of the fumble. They gotta keep their heads in it though. Try to go again.
Yeah, this is definitely becoming a must-score drive for Hunterdon Central. The offense needs to get the ball into the end zone. They need to put this back to a 1-score game. They can't let it get too out of control quickly, because if Phillipsburg knows if they smell blood in the water, they're just going to keep pushing the pace, or I'm sorry, not pushing the pace. They're going to keep slowing themselves down and keep eating up as much clock as possible and keep that clock moving, because Hunterdon Central's offense so far has not put the ball in the end zone yet.
Yeah, that's what we talked about for the Red Devils, just trying to stay in the game as long as possible for them. Was going to be important here, not making it a no contest early on, really. And right now, it's still manageable, but like you said, they need to get some points on the board sooner rather than later. Kuhn's still back there after his fumble last time. It's kicked along the floor. Amato holds it well. That's a big hit there.
Big hit from number 9, Quazon Trotter, the senior wide receiver and outside linebacker for this Phillipsburg team. As Hunterdon Central has a player down, but just a great job running down the field with reckless abandonment, just running through the ball carrier.
I think Amato got it. He was trying to look where he could go, but there wasn't really much for him, and then just got hit super hard there, and he's a bit shaken up. Amato is okay here. I think he's got a bit of a limp there in the right leg.
Yep, good to see Amato get up and walk under his own power. You never want to see a player down, but good to see he's back up and in the huddle.
Injuries have been a big kind of concern on and off for the Red Devils. They've had Ortega missed 2 or 3 games. Cole Gray's been out for a while now. So trying to keep all their players healthy. Of course, Falvo and Carbo missed last time out. They were sick. So now the Red Devils will get it at the 30. Hart. Kuhn on a little curl there. That's a nice route. Good completion there for Jamal Kuhn.
Yep, just a nice, easy completion for Hart. Keep the confidence up. Just try and make him more comfortable, more and more comfortable as this game goes on. Just a quick hitter there. Just hit Jamal Kuhn on the comeback route. Quick gain of 4.
Hart again will drop back to throw. Looks for Carbo this time. That's a great catch. Carbo breaks 1 tackle. Carbo, he's at the 45. Now at the 20, Carbo. All the way towards the 10-yard line. Michael Carbo there. I misspoke, sorry, he was at the 35, but wow.
Yeah.
A gain there from the 35 to the 15. He just turned on the Jets.
Yeah, great play call there from Connell Joyce. R.J. Hart just able to sit back in that pocket, and Carbo with another just straight fly route, a seam route right up the middle. The Phillipsburg defense not expecting Carbo to come flying up the middle. Great play call and great job by Carbo just getting as many yards and holding on to that ball. He got that corner, came back up to try and strip the ball, but able to go down and keep the ball secured, not give up the ball. So
yeah, I didn't misspeak there. I said from the 45, but it was really from the 35 to the 15. You just accelerated so quickly. Ooh, Fish. That's incomplete. Nonetheless, Connor Gray was able to get on that one there. That speed there from Carbo just really made that gain for the Red Devils. But now, gain doesn't really matter too much unless they can get a touchdown here.
Yep, this is a big spot for Hunterdon Central in the red zone for the first time this game. So let's see what they can do. They need to put some points on the board now.
Carbo in motion. Here's Hart up the middle. It's an interesting decision there. I'm seeing Trevor Fish was really surrounded by many, many state liners.
Yep, I don't think Hart initially saw that safety as he was reading his eyes the entire time, coming over to make that play on the ball towards Fish. I think he thought Fish had an open lane there, try and hit him over the middle and just let him cut up field for either a first down or potentially a touchdown there. But great job by number 11, Ryan Deck for Phillipsburg, just making a good play, reading Hart's eyes and coming over the middle just to break up that pass, not let Fish have the completion.
A bit of stoppage here. Clock is stopped still. Now they keep it rolling. And now the referee's happy with the clock, and they finally get lined up here. So here's Hart, drops back again. That's Fish. Oh, he'll want that one back.
Yeah, it looked like that ball was tipped there by number 28, Liam Slack, the linebacker over the middle. But Hart once again trying to fit the ball into a tight window to his favorite target, Trevor Fish. but unable to come down with that ball. And it looks like the offense is going to stay on the field. I think they definitely want to come away with 7, make it a 1-score game rather than kicking a field goal, and it's still a 2-score game.
Like I said, that Carbo big play there won't really matter unless they can get something from this here. Hart drops back again. A lot of pressure. Ooh, that was tipped out of his hand. And the Red Devils talking to the referees, but they won't get anything there. And again, they come up empty-handed.
Yeah, good job there by the defensive line for Phillipsburg. They didn't get the sack, but they put pressure on Hart, put him under duress, and forced him to get that ball out quick. And Wargo, the big fullback, able to get his hand up and get his big paw on that ball and knock it down for an incompletion and turn the ball over to the Phillipsburg offense.
Now was it run there? I think was Wargo. Stop short there. It's Phillipsburg again with the ball. We'll try to chew a lot of clock, but also try to score probably another touchdown and really put the final nail in the coffin here. The Red Devils do really need to stop now. Need to prevent the clock from kind of falling too much. That's a good run out wide there. Flag on the play. Xavier Moore.
Looks like it's going to be a hold on the state liner, so that run will be coming back as there is a player down on the field.
That Bears looks like a bit of cramp there in the hamstring.
So Hunterdon Central really catching a break there with that hold because that was a big run for another first down for the state liner offense. So now this puts them back in a difficult situation inside their own 15, puts them behind the sticks. Obviously, this isn't the situation you want to be, but for Hunterdon Central, this is where they want this Phillipsburg offense. They want to force them to throw the ball, force them to push the ball downfield, but I think this Phillipsburg offense is going to try and stick to their guns and keep running the ball with success as they have been all night.
It's second and 15, but they ran the ball really all plays here, long, short, medium, doesn't really matter. They still will run the ball. Still a long stoppage due to the injury. And here's off field, so we can resume play here. Second and 15 from right around the 10 there. Just in front of the 10-yard line. Give it to Moore there. He tries to get back to the original spot. He stopped short there, so I'll bring up third down.
Yeah, good job there by the Hunterdon Central defense. Once they met him, they stopped them, stalemated them, kind of stood them up there, let their other defenders come around, push him back, and stop the gain there. Just force them to throw the ball here on a 3rd and 12. So I think Hunterdon Central is definitely going to, at least for the pass rushers, they want to get to the quarterback, force a bad throw, at least get something to force something to get the ball back.
Yeah, it's 3rd and 12. They did convert off a big 3rd down in the first half. State Liners, it's a flag this time. And that's on the Red Devils. That's a big, big flag.
Looks like it's offsides on Hunterdon Central, so makes it 3rd and a little bit more manageable for the State Liner offense.
So now 3rd and 8. Well, JFC will run, and he will slide, and he will get the first down comfortably. It's a bit easy there for State Liners just to run right through the Red Devils.
Yep, Hunterdon Central just trying to create some pressure, trying to force something, blitzes him, but a gap opens up for Genesee and just takes what he can get, gets a big gain of 15 yards and gets the first down for the State Liners, keeps the drive moving and keeps the clock moving as well.
Genesee rolled out left, but the ball went right. And now will probably be another close to 5-yard gain. Lucas DePana there that made the stop. Let's run up the middle again. Moore will get the first down. Exactly what Phillipsburg wants to do here. Just slow things down and keep running the ball, keep it on the ground.
Yeah, this is their DNA. They play smash mouth football. They want to run the ball. Borderline 3 yards in a cloud of dust when they're on offense. They're just trying to move the ball down the field, keep the clock moving, keep tiring out this defense, try and keep them on the field as long as possible, and just keep the Hunterdon Central offense off the field. As we've seen, they do have the ability to have those explosive plays and put points up on the board, but so far we have not seen it. But this Phillipsburg strategy is just run the ball, and run the ball a little bit more.
Genesee now rolls out. That's a pass that's completed. Good block from Skirbo. Now it's number 6, Caleb Rivera, who we've seen used as a back a lot this time with the reception there and the yards after the catch to really move the chains heavily here, and then some for Phillipsburg.
Yep, and that's exactly what running the ball well does for your offense. It opens it up completely for play action passes. You get the offense the defense all going one way, expecting run, and when Rivera just slips out of the backfield there, just nice easy dump down route for a big gain of 20 yards. So good play call there from the Phillipsburg offensive coordinator.
To give to Rivera again, and another good gain. Genesee now throws out wide Skirbo Jr. He gets the first down. Valentino couldn't make the play. And Skirbo Jr. now with his second TD of the night. And now he's doubled his tally on the year. It's 4 for Matthew Skirbo Jr. And now it's beginning to look comfortable for the State Liners.
Yep, that's just a simple out route there from Skirbo. Nice route, a well-placed ball, and that's just getting the ball to one of your athletes out in space and just letting them do what they do best, and that's just run and beat people to the corner. So that was a great play call and just a very good job by Skirbo being able to get around Valentino and get into the end zone for the state liner offense.
Now for the extra point. It's up. That's good there for Brogan. Stepping around the hold. So Red Devils now get a young Coon back there again. See if they go for the squib kick again. Amato's one line up. Sosa replaces him where he was after he got that huge hit. And again, it's along the floor, again towards the same line. Sosa this time works around the edge to gain a couple yards there. So sticking with the squib kick there with Brogan.
So Hunterdon Central will start with good field position. This is the best field position that they've started with this whole game. So let's hope they can move the ball, just get something into the end zone, just get it a little bit closer. They just need to chip away at this lead at this point. They just need to put some points on the board.
Yeah, even if it's just for pride at this point, but the Red Devils, like you said, it's a must-score drive. South in the backfield this time. Hart gets pressure, rolls out, will run. Good tackle there by Largo. Oh, Wargo, I should say, excuse me.
Yep, good job there by R.J. Hart, though, just seeing he has nobody open downfield, taking what he can get, just pulling the ball down and just gaining a quick 4 yards, just keep the offense moving, keep the drive, just gain positive yards. You don't want any negative plays on this drive. If you can just, gaining 1 yard is better than gaining 0. So you just want to keep the ball moving, keep getting the ball a little bit more and more downfield.
Wargo's been doing it on both sides of the ball now. Hart, that's a throw for Valentino. Great catch by Joey Valentino. That's a big gain there for R.J. Hart and the Red Devils. Good blocking again from offensive line.
Yep, the offense giving Hart a chance, just gave him a nice pocket, able to let him sit back there, look for someone open, and Valentino making a nice grab over the middle with the defender right on his back hip.
So again, the Red Devils, they do the hard bit to get into the red zone. Now can they punch it in? Here's Hart. He goes for everything, and that is Connor Gray with the touchdown there, with the absolute dime from R.J. Hart. So the Red Devils do pull one back here.
Yep, very nice pitch and catch there from Hart to Connor Gray, the younger brother of Cole Gray. Just very nice route. Good job getting behind the corner who was in zone coverage. So good route combination there with someone going underneath, drawing the cornerback who's in zone forward, giving Hart the ability to throw the ball deep to Gray to get the score. Get the Red Devils finally on the scoreboard.
Yeah, finally, like you said. So Valentino now will hold this ball for Collodi on the extra point. And Collodi converts. So the Red Devils now with 7 on the board. And it was very simple for them. A couple plays, big gains, great throws from R.J. Hart. And the Red Devils now put 7 on the board here, making things a bit more interesting with 27 seconds left in the third quarter.
Yep, brings it back to a 2-score ball game. They're 2 drives away from this, 2 stops and 2 quick scores. And Hunterdon Central is all knotted back up. So looking for the defense to get another stop. They've been calling on them a lot. That was a quick drive offensively, able to score very fast. So glad for Hunterdon Central to get some points on the board.
It's a long huddle here from the Red Devils. Special teams unit will get out there. Kalodi will kick this one off. And defense now. Only issue there is a quick score. Defense didn't get much of a break, but they do need a stop here. It's a big, big drive for them. Kalodi with the kick there. Oh, it goes out of bounds. That'll be a flag, won't it, Joe?
Yep, that's going to be a penalty, so the State Liners will start out with good field position. So John FC here will look to lead the State Liners here to another touchdown, trying to, of course, take a lot of time off the clock, trying to kill this one off again. They need a touchdown to do so. There's Skirbo Jr. Ooh, Skirbo Jr. putting on the moves, but that was great defending there. He made one miss, but was not quick enough and agile enough to evade Jamal Kuhn. Yeah, good job by Hunterdon Central. The defensive backs rallying to the ball, going to make that tackle while Skirbo's trying to put the moves on, trying to create some space for himself. So good job by the Hunterdon Central defense, able to rally to the ball and make that stop.
Good play there by Jamal Kuhn Jr., and that will be the end of the third quarter. So the Red Devils score one, but concede two. So in a way, they're in a bit more of a hole, but they are on that high right now of getting that big touchdown. So we'll see if they can ride that wave into this fourth quarter. They'll certainly need to keep things going. They need a good defensive drive here, a stop to get the ball back for their offense.
Yep, definitely need a stop here from the defense. They've been calling on them all season to answer the bell, and they have been doing their part. So offensively, they're trying to keep their momentum up, and defensively, they're trying to carry the momentum that the offense is just created by scoring that touchdown. The fans are back in this game. The stadium's a little bit louder, so Hunterdon Central looking to capitalize on their momentum right now.
I got enough involved, trust me.
Yeah, touchdown there for Connor Grove is pretty big for him because he's got a lot of minutes, but hasn't really been targeted a lot, too much. Coming to this one, he only had just the 2 receptions, but now finally gets a touchdown here. He's made a couple of really good plays in this game. That's a nice catch, so a good moment for him and for the Red Devils. John FC now hands that one off in motion, and that's a fumble, and it's recovered, and it will be Hunterdon Central Red Devils ball.
That is a huge play defensively for Hunterdon Central. It looked like the defense or the offense was trying to run some misdirection. They faked the jet sweep to Jackson going outside and trying to give the ball up the middle to Wargo, but mishandled the handoff, and the ball ends up on the ground, and Hunterdon Central able to get the ball back, and now they're on Phillipsburg's side of the field. Hopefully the offense can keep themselves moving, keep the drives going, put some more points on the game, make this a one-score ball game.
And that's Zach Schultz there with the big fumble recovery. He got the start tonight. He started in the win against Piscataway, and he starts tonight there, and rewards Coach Ransone with that decision with the fumble recovery. A great attitude. Zach Schultz is always working. See him in the weight room constantly. Constantly one of the leaders of this team, and that's a big, big play for him there. And now if the Red Devils can score here, Joe, be a great, great end to this one. Hart has been confident throwing for Kuhn. Kuhn Jr. pitches it. Oh no! Carbo just had to keep it in play there. What was going through his mind there?
Trying to run a hook and ladder. I love the aggressiveness from the play calling, but an errant toss from Jamal Kuhn there to Michael Carbo. It was set up perfectly. I don't think they could have run that any better. The whole defense was collapsing down on Jamal Kuhn, and he just needed to pitch that a little bit lower, and it looked like that was a big gain for Carbo on that play.
Of course, Kuhn Jr. and Denton Falvo, they've been quarterbacks really for, a while in their high school careers. Of course, now he switched to wide receiver. You figured that would be pretty routine for someone of his talent, but like you said, overshot it. Now it's a 2nd and 15. Hart. There's another one out. Fish. He caught it. Tell you what, was that? His hands are like epoxy there, Joe, to catch that one with one hand.
Yeah,
that was a bit like George Pickens at the weekend.
Yeah, unreal catch there by Trevor Fish. Looked like the defensive back was grabbing his arm and pulling him away. I thought it was actually going to end up being an incomplete pass with a penalty, but great for Hunterdon Central. Gets the first down.
Yeah, that easily could have been a flag, you think?
Yeah, I thought that was going to be defensive holding on Phillipsburg, but Trevor Fish makes a great effort and snags that ball one-handed. Little underthrown, but able to get himself back, adjust his body, and make sure he can make that catch.
Yeah, both of us were a bit confused. I mean, couldn't quite see it, but just crazy. He was able to hold that one in. It's Connor Gray to the left. Trevor Fish now goes in motion. He gets it. They pitch it. It's Hollywood stuff from the Red Devils, but the results are not similar. Ooh, a bit of a skirmish now out there.
Yeah, it was a great job there by number 83, Devin Pottinger for Phillipsburg, the defensive back, coming up and pushing someone back, just not letting Hunterdon Central set that reverse up. They were trying to come back to the near sideline closest to us with the ball going back around outside. So Hunterdon Central unable to set that play up, but lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Hart drops back again, got a lot of pressure. Oh no! That's a pick there. Cameron Bohol, we talked about him at the beginning, being the main guy. Oh, here's Carbo getting into it now over here. There's a flag. Quinn Fisher, oh, that's a bit of a flop there, isn't it? Barely touches him and he goes to the ground. Love to see that from your offensive lineman, though, backing up Michael Carbo.
Yep.
Of course, Coach Ransone now is having to go at Quinn Fisher there, but he had great intentions.
You like to see your offensive lineman defending your players, but that is a silly mistake. That is something you can't do. You cannot shove someone after the play like that. And I believe it'll be offsetting penalties for each team. But let's see what the refs call.
I wouldn't really call it a shove, Joe. He gave him a bit of a tap, and he's gone down holding his face like we do in soccer.
Oh, it looks like they aren't calling the penalty on Hunterdon Central. It is a personal foul against Phillipsburg, so that will move them back 15 yards. And like you were saying, it looked like he didn't really hit him that hard, but a little bit of a flop, as you say. But Hunterdon Central lucky to catch a break, because that is something you cannot do, especially as an offensive lineman. I know you want to go down. I was the same way. You want to defend your guys. You want to defend your teammates, but you can't make a mistake like that and potentially cost your team yards.
Yeah, Coach Ransone was about an inch away from his helmet, giving him an earful about that. But tell you what, for the Red Devils, the defense has just been phenomenal this whole year. It's been, out of all the teams we've seen, I would say the Red Devils probably have one of the best defenses out there, even compared to Phillipsburg. They've been great. forced fumble this game, 2 fumble recoveries, a pick. As we just watch Xavier Moore here. 2 fumble recoveries. They got great field position, nothing to show for it from the Red Devils. And now it's getting really chippy. There's 2 flags. That's just really poor, you think, Joe. They get all the turnovers and just can't punch anything in. Now it's Phillipsburg ball again here late in this fourth quarter, or with 9:25 left to play.
Yep, Hunterdon Central's defense has stepped up. They've forced turnovers. They've done what they have. What they have been able to do has been impressive tonight, forcing turnovers, getting the ball back. But Hunterdon Central's offense has just been sputtering a little bit as there's an injured player down on the field.
You know, I saw Coach Amir talking to Devin Falvo on the sideline. It doesn't look like Devin Falvo will be coming back into this. I'm not sure what's wrong with him, but look, his arm's in a sling, it appears. That's a bit of a blow for the Red Devils. No injury out there. Things just getting chippy at the moment here, Joe, out on the pitch.
Yep, this game's a bit of a rivalry game. The games are always competitive when Hunterdon Central and Phillipsburg are playing, but this isn't really something you want to see from either team. You never really want to see fighting after the game or fighting after plays and just unnecessary penalties.
Yeah,
and for Hunterdon Central, they're trying to get the ball back. They cannot have any sort of mistakes like a personal foul, a late hit, anything like that. So they're definitely going to want to be playing very aggressive, coming up, hitting the ball, trying to get another turnover, force something. But they need to be smart. They cannot hit after the whistle. As we've seen, the refs are going to be quick to throw their flags now that the game has gotten a little bit more chippy. They will not be afraid to call personal fouls on players. So Hunterdon Central needs to be sure that they are smart with whatever they are doing.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of flags out there on the pitch tonight from the referees throwing them out. Especially now, they're just trying to maintain things, keep things in check. So it's a fake handoff from Gen FC. Now he pitches this one forward. Souse is there. Sosa's there. Connor Gray's there, but none of them really are. Another cutback. Kuhn finally able to make that play. It's Rivera who somehow just kind of ran through 3 or 4 tackles there from Red Devil players.
Yeah, Rivera was just refusing to go down on that, and once again, Hunterdon Central was loading the box. They were prepared to stop the run on that, but Phillipsburg's ability to run the ball so far tonight has set up their ability to do those little play-action bootleg passes, dump it off real quick for a big game while everybody's focused so much on trying to stop the run. So good play call there, and that was just a great individual effort from Rivera, just refusing to go down and getting as many yards as he can.
So against Rivera, Moore back there. Ooh, 2 jumps. Timpano points to the State Liners offensive line, and they will get that full start call.
Yep, looks like Phillipsburg was switching to a hard count, trying to go on 2, trying to draw someone offsides, but they made a mental mistake, and there's a false start, so it puts them back farther. But the way this offense has moved the ball, these penalties on first or second down have really not been posing too many problems for them.
So that brings up a 1st and 15. Moore struck one there and was able to break 1 tackle. There's another flag on the field. It's becoming very, very much a stop-start game at the moment.
Yep, looks like it's going to be a holding penalty on the State Liners. So Hunterdon Central, once again, is going to be able to push them back. But I'm interested to see what decision Ransone makes here. I'm assuming he's going to push him back, make it a 1st and 25.
I love how the Red Devils haven't haven't given the State Liners a lot of respect, seeing the results, seeing that they beat Hillsborough, obviously 34-0, the second best team in their division. They've come out and they've attacked Phillipsburg. They haven't said, we know you're better, but we're not going to give you the respect and play with fear. They played with bravery, and if it wasn't apart from a couple maybe bad decisions in key moments or things that could have gone their way when they could have capitalized on mistakes, this game could be one score closer. There's another feed. And stopped short there on the 1st and 30.
Yep, stacked up. I mean, a stop here. Hunterdon Central is right back in this game. 7 minutes and 40 seconds left. If they get a big stop here, don't let Phillipsburg get another first down and keep eating away at their clock. They need to stop the ball. And so Hunterdon Central looking for a big stop just to get their offense a chance. Just get it within a one-score ball game. That's all you really need in football. It's a game of inches. All you need is a chance. Sometimes a Hail Mary, a last-second prayer works for teams. So Hunterdon Central looking just to get themselves into some sort of situation to give themselves a chance to win.
It was a 2nd and 28.
Looks like it's going to be a delay of game on Phillipsburg.
Wow.
So another 5 yards.
So what's going to be now a 2nd and
about
33.
33, 34. Now this is definitely a situation for Hunterdon Central. You cannot give up a first down here. You have them 2nd and 33, 2nd and 34. You need to make a stop here. You can't give up 34 yards and give up a first down here.
A big play here from the State Liners could make things a bit more interesting, but the Red Devils really should be in control of this drive. Genesee airs one out to Skirbo Jr., and right in the nick of time, Carbo got that one away.
Yeah, great play there by Michael Carbo, able to run in phase with Skirbo, who has been their big target receiving-wise for Phillipsburg. Great job running stride for stride, and then as soon as Skirbo got his hands on the ball, gets his hands in the middle and swipes the ball away, knocks it out, forces a 3rd and 34, not letting them make a big chunk play, make it a much easier 3rd down for them.
So they bring out Mateo Brito for Luke Brewer for some extra coverage here. Trevor Fish coming in as well. Lancaster and Souse coming off.
Yep.
So loads of cornerbacks, defensive backs, safeties, free safeties, loads of coverage players out there for them. Genesee will just run it. Ooh, Genesee. That is an interesting decision there from the State Liners, but it's nearly worked here, and they could very well go for this on 4th down.
Yep, a nice simple quarterback draw there on that play. They knew Hunterdon Central was going to be dropping a bunch in coverage. They had 6 defensive backs on the field, only 1 linebacker in the middle. That was actually the perfect situation for Phillipsburg to run that draw play with Genesee, who has proven himself as one of the most effective rushers on this team.
Do you think that's poor coaching there to only leave out 1 linebacker?
No, I think that was the right situation where it's an obvious passing down, but Phillipsburg obviously got the situation they wanted. That was just a good offensive play call. Hunterdon Central obviously expecting pass there.
Well, with that being said, it still is 4th and 10, so the Red Devils still, you would fancy them to not give up 10 yards here.
Looks like it's going to be a timeout for Phillipsburg. So definitely want to get their play call in, see what Hunterdon Central potentially comes out defensively. That's what a lot of teams do on 4th downs when they're unsure of what play call. Make the defense line up, make them show what they're going to be coming out in, what sort of coverage and or blitz packages they could be running.
The marker is a 4th and 6. So I've changed a bit in favor of the State Liners. Jackson is in motion. Genesee rolls out. He throws. Oh, and that is a big let off there. I think it was in the hands of Skirbo Jr. and his hands for a second turn in the cinder blocks.
Yep, a good play call there by Phillipsburg. Skirbo finds a soft spot in the zone, unable to make the grab to get the first down. So a very big play for Hunterdon Central, able to come out with no points on the board and to get the ball back with 6 minutes to go. Good job by the defense once again, able to stiffen up, force a turnover on downs, and get the ball back into the hands of this offense, who hopefully they can put a score up on the board quick like they did when they on their first scoring drive.
Yeah, but again, like we say, the turnover doesn't really matter here unless they can make it capitalize. They need to make it count. So Hart will do a little exchange with Trevor Fish and then throws a dime there to Valentino to move the chains for the Red Devils.
Yep, nice little flea flicker reverse on that, and a good job by Trevor Fish there, who when he pitched it back to Hart realized that there was a free runner defensive end coming off the edge and able to pick that block up to give Hart the time to deliver that strike to Valentino.
Not another injury. It's a Red Devil down over there. I think it may be Joey Valentino on the ground. He's got a couple injuries tonight here. Yes, yet another one. But it looks like Valentino, like the others, will be okay. He's jogging off the field. I think it's a head injury because he doesn't have his helmet. Coach Ransone holding it for him. He's also holding his rib, it appears. Let's see. Big play for him to bring up a 1st and 10 for the Hunterdon Central Red Devils here. So Gray and Fish to RJ Hart's left. South in the backfield. He throws out here. That's Kuhn. Nice spin. Jamal Kuhn by another. Kuhn keeps the legs moving, and he gets in towards the 50. Lovely work there from Jamal Kuhn.
Yeah, great individual effort. Once again, Hart, who has been throwing the ball much better in the half. Before that throw, he was 13 for 23 for 207 yards, so he has stepped up and is putting up some good numbers. But Jamal Kuhn able to just spin out of a couple tackles, get himself more upfield, get another first down, and just keep the drive moving. 2 positive plays in a row for Hunterdon Central.
Motto in a bit of motion here. Will line up as a tight end like he normally does. Ooh. False start. Coach Ransone, I think, is disappointed with the referee more than anything.
Looked like a bit of miscommunication on the count there, but Hunterdon Central is going to be pushed back a little bit here.
Then he moves in motion. This time things are clean. Hart pressured. And he cannot escape. That's a sack for the Phillipsburg State Liners.
Yeah, good job by the Phillipsburg defensive line, just collapsing that pocket around Hart, not giving him any sort of lane to get a carry off, just gain any sort of yards for a loss of about 6.
Now bring up a 2nd and 20 here for the Red Devils. Need some good yardage here, you feel. If to convert on 3rd down, probably will go for it on 4th though. Here's Hart. Needs to get rid of this. And he's able to scramble for some yards there.
Yep. Nowhere to go for Hart. Good coverage there by the Phillipsburg secondary, not giving Hart a chance to throw the ball. And the defensive line at this point, they're just pinning their ears back. They know Hunterdon Central's trying to throw the ball downfield. They're just trying to get as good of a pass rush as they can, and they're doing a good job of collapsing the pocket around Hart.
Hart drops back again. This time throws it over the middle. It's a good catch under pressure by Evan Amato there.
Very nice tackle there by Connor Hill, the linebacker, coming through the middle, meeting the receiver as soon as he caught it, not letting him get upfield. Brings up a 4th and 12 for Hunterdon Central.
Yeah, Hill does lead the team in tackles coming into this one with 31. Just had a handful of them here as well. Also had the reception as a tight end. Hart now, they need a 1st down. And it's thrown to no one in particular. There is a flag though.
Looks
and
like
the Liners look disappointed with that.
Looks like it's going to be a hit on Jamal Kuhn, who is running across the middle. Number 28, the linebacker, Liam Slack, just hit him. Thought he was inside of 5 yards. Looked like he was outside. So
yeah, he's got his hands on his head now, Liam Slack. I cannot believe it.
Yep, Hunterdon Central is going to catch a break here. And it looks like it's a personal foul against Phillipsburg, so that will be 15 yards and a 1st down for Hunterdon Central. That is huge to keep the drive moving for this offense.
Yeah, 15 yards from here too for them could really potentially could have a shot at the end zone, get a quick score, and then kick it off quickly and try to get it again before the game ends.
So a big penalty for Phillipsburg gives Hunterdon Central a 1st down on an incompletion on a 4th and 12 play. So a big opportunity for Hunterdon Central, given new life on this drive.
1st and 10 from the 38. Hart throws towards the 15, and it's an easy pick there. Again, Cameron Bohall, just so easy for him. He's got 2 interceptions coming in this one. He gets 2 easy ones here. RJ Hart, a loose pass from him.
Yep, looked like the receiver tripped and fell down, and Hart was just trying to lead him out there, just trying to give him a chance to make a play. Receiver falls down right into the hands of Bohall on that play, who is back this week after not playing this week and has definitely made an impact coming back this week with 2 interceptions in this half.
Valentino's going through his paces here, hoping to get back in this game as quick as possible. I think he's just been cleared. State Liners, the ball on their own 10. Right around there, maybe 8. Of course, they give it to Moore, up the middle, breaks a couple, Moore, no one near him. That's a good tackle there, and an essential one made by Michael Carbo.
Yeah, good tackle by Carbo, just bringing Moore down before he can get into the end zone. But Hunterdon Central they loaded the box, but just a good job by this front five for the State Liner offense. They have been the key to this game. They are why Phillipsburg has such a big lead, because they have done such an effective job running the ball, getting movement on this front seven for Hunterdon Central, and just being able to give Moore any sort of gap for him to make a big play or just gain any sort of yards. They've basically had all positive running plays. I don't think they've really gone back any.
That's certainly been very rare. Long stoppage here. Trying to chew clock. Moore again. Takes 3 to bring him down.
So Hunterdon Central calls a timeout, trying to stop the clock. But Phillipsburg doing a very nice job. The quarterback Genovese just doing a nice job looking at the referee, looking until the last second to snap that ball, just trying to chew up as much clock as they physically can right now.
Yeah, Genovese, he's been leading this team so far, calling the plays, obviously. Only sophomore, so we'll definitely see him again. Years to come, of course.
Yep, talking to the Phillipsburg head coach, he said he was so excited that a sophomore was able to step up and lead this team as a quarterback. I mean, it's tough, especially after only playing freshman football when you're a freshman in high school. Jumping up to varsity, it's a big leap, but Genovese has done a very nice job, especially tonight, running the ball, being effective, making good decisions, not really putting the ball in harm's way for Hunterdon Central to have a chance to make an interception or make a play on the ball.
So we'll bring up a 2nd and 3. Give it to Largo. That's no problem for him.
Yep, the big fullback, Wargo, just right up the middle. They fake the pitch outside with Moore. I mean, he gets enough attention already, and Wargo is just tough to bring down. 2 hands on the ball. They don't want to risk any sort of fumble, any sort of turnover right now, as Hunterdon Central calls another timeout to stop the clock.
Yeah, Wargo did a good game here tonight, getting a lot of carries, but also doing it defensively as well. So 1st and 10 here. Ooh, ball is on the ground briefly. Genovese able to fall on that one quickly.
Yep, mishandled snap from Genovese, the first one we've seen there, but good job by him just jumping down on the ball, making sure Hunterdon Central does not make the recovery and get the ball back.
let's stay in touch. All right, thanks for coming up.
Handed off more towards outside. That's a short gain.
Yeah, nice play there by Connor Lancaster, coming and meeting Moore at the line of scrimmage, just making that tackle, not giving up a gain, stopping him there.
Clock ticking down now, coming up to 1:20 left to play. Jackson out there as a lone wide receiver. Give it to Wargo. Again, he keeps things moving here.
Looks like there's 2 more penalty flags down on the field. Looks like it's a personal foul against Hunterdon Central.
That's 15 yards in for the State Liners.
Yep, so the State Liners will most likely kneel the ball twice, and that will be it.
And 1st and 10 here. And you feel maybe on another day, Joe, where the Red Devils were more sharp offensively, could have taken advantage of those turnovers. Could have maybe defended a little bit better. They could have been possibly winning this one at this point. Possibly could have come away with the win.
Yeah, I thought the Hunterdon Central defense stepped up tonight. They were on the field for more than 3/4 of the game, it seemed like, so they did a good job tonight, only limiting this high-powered offense to 21 points. Offensively, just maybe 1 or 2 blocks away, a couple plays away from being in this game and just being able to come away with a W or tying this ball game up. So Hunterdon Central, well-fought game, defensively played very well, but some things they're going to need to pack up before they go play Hillsborough next week.
Yeah, Hillsborough, of course, in the conference suite. You can see them again in 2 weeks against Franklin, Quartz, Bridgewater, Raritan, Ridge, Phillipsburg, Hunterdon Central, all in the Big Central Conference and the Big Central American Silver Division. But that will do it here for Hunterdon Central as they fall 21-7 to Phillipsburg, and the record now comes 2-4, and Phillipsburg stays undefeated at 5-0. But that will do it for us here on HGTV. Thank you to everyone. Thank you to Joe for announcing this one thing, and everyone else who made this happen. Thank you for all of you for viewing the game, and we'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Have a great night.